What's going on, family? You already know who it is. Your girl Caliwood Rassamon, aka the Rastafarian Devil, aka the Flow Goddess, and I'm checking in live on my YouTube channel because I want to start a video diary about my creative process, how I write covers, how I write my own songs, and just give y'all a little more intimate vibe with me, okay? So, with that being said, today we're going to do a cover song, and I'm still trying to figure out which song I'm going to do. So, I'm trying to get to the point where I'm writing at least a song a day. I've been challenged with writing a song a day. That means 365 songs by the end of this process. And today is August 27th, 2023. So by August 2024, on the 27th day, I should have 365 songs in my catalog. And that's not to mention the songs that I already have, which is like maybe about 8 or 9 songs that I have. So yeah, man, we're going to jump into it. You guys are going to see me raw. I know I have some practices that may not be efficient for a singer-songwriter like myself, but I want to show you guys just what I do, what I know, and some of my flaws as well. So let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about what we got going on over here on Caliwood Rassamon side, man. Always remember that it's forever love with me on this side, man. And if you want to book me, if you want to check out any services that we have, you can always visit my website at www.caliwoodentertainment.com. And you can always shop merchandise from me at foreverloveapparel.com. So come on, y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. All right. So I did have someone send me some beats. And yes, I do have a hookah in my studio. This is my home studio, by the way. But I did have someone send me some beats, so I want to check in my email to just see what these beats are about, and then we'll head over to YouTube and try to find something, I guess, to cover today. So let's see what we got here. This is beats from 1DB The Plug. If we can get this to come up, maybe we might have some more progress. But for now, I'm actually using right now I just pulled up my desktop and I forgot that I didn't log off, and sometimes I'm pretty bad with that. I'll just walk away from my computer when I've just had enough, and so sometimes just reloading a tab and trying to restore the pages doesn't necessarily work. So I'm just going to open up another tab, and then we're going to go from there. Let's go to my email, and I just like to check my email periodically because beat makers send beats to me and producers send beats to me, so I just always like to skim through it. They're not always necessarily my style. It's not a matter of like I don't want to work with them. It's more so just checking out what people are making, what are the new sounds, and what people have to offer. So I'm gonna find a cover song to do. And I think Slow Down by Skip Marley is a good one. I love that song. I sing that song a lot. Uh-oh, there goes that beat. Wow. Usually within the first 5 seconds, I can tell if I'm going to have a vibe with the beat. And it seems like maybe these beats might be a little too like rapish of a beat. But either way, we'll just tap in, and then I'll probably fool with these beats a little bit later. Or ever like doing recordings, I like to kind of teach people as I go along based on what I've been learning to do for myself as an artist. I really haven't had the proper education to know how to do the engineering part of essentially recording myself and making it sound of quality. I literally just learned that inserts is where I should have been putting all of my like effects that I want to go on my actual vocal versus sends. So I'm still kind of like learning everything, but if you're ever trying to grab a beat or something from or instrumental from YouTube, you can use this site YT. I think it's actually, let me actually pull it up here so I can, yeah, YT MP3. So it's YouTube MP3, and essentially you'll copy the link and then you'll hit convert, and then it'll convert it to an MP3, and it also can convert to MP4s. Now I will say I've had some little issues with pop-ups and things like that happen to this, and sometimes because of free things like that, converters and stuff like that, usually there are some type of little hiccups when it comes to, like, I mean, that's just like anything. If you download a game on your phone and it's free, you're going to get some ads. So I would just, if it didn't work the first few times, I would just, close it out, try again, and usually it'll download within like at least the 4th or 5th try. Go ahead and convert that to an MP3 file so that I can import it in my DAW. By the way, I'm using Studio One Artist, the most basic DAW you could probably even work with. It was gifted to me by my wife, so shout out to her for actually believing in me and getting me some studio equipment that I could do, because I was recording off of GarageBand. Now I will say, the time that you dedicate, guys, anytime you want to do something, the amount of time you dedicate to it is essentially going to be the result of what you get out of it. So, as you do things more and more, you're able to learn how to essentially do certain things, and I'm able to do just, well, the basics. So I'm currently waiting for this to upload so I can go ahead and download, or so I can go ahead and copy the link to this instrumental, import it into YouTube MP3, and then download it to my computer and insert it into my DAW. Okay. So let's go ahead and load that baby up. I'll actually let this play. I care for you more than my own self, darling. I care for you. Yeah, girl, slow down. I'm just singing all over the place. I'm just vibing right now. As I wait for my DAW to upload, and here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new song. Let's name this "Slow Down Cali Cover," and then we're gonna put it in the Caliwood Entertainment Songs. Yep. So now we've got it inserted into our DAW. Now I'm about to create a lead vocal track, and go ahead and get some inserts on my mixer. Now, I will say I tried to do vocal presets, and for some reason I can't seem to figure out how to get vocal presets in my DAW. Like, I downloaded a preset just so that a vocal change, so I didn't have to do most of the work, and I can just kind of get some hard mixes done and just post my raw vocals so you guys can really hear me without any major effects. And I still haven't figured out how to do it. So if you guys are aware of how to insert a DAW, or a vocal preset into a DAW, Studio One specifically, with a PC, please drop a description in the comments. Let me know. Drop a link to a video. I've searched all of YouTube and I still haven't been able to attach the actual vocal presets to Studio One. So I've put it in the folder, the Studio One folder. I've put it in the VST3 folder. I've put it in the presets folder. I've put it in the sounds folder, and I've still yet to been able to get it in the actual DAW. So if you know how to do that, definitely would love for you guys to drop a description of how to do that in the bio, in the comments, and that would help me out greatly, really, and I would appreciate you so much for that. So let's go ahead and get in here. Now, being that I don't know this song's key, I'm going to go to song key and BPM, and I'm just going to find out what the song's key is and the BPM, so I can change this in my DAW. And this is another thing that I learned from a producer. Shout out to Cream Cash for giving me that gem. This helps with, I guess, the mix down, right? And the end game is just like everything is aligned as far as the BPM and the structure, the infrastructure of the actual song. So you can always do that and find that again at song key and BPM finder. It's actually called tunebat.com. /analyzer. So if you go in there, you're able to drop that downloadable MP3 that you just downloaded and put it in here, and it'll just scan over it and give you some of the analytics. Okay, so it looks like we're in the key of E major. So key of E major, and the BPM is 100. So let's go ahead and change this BPM. It's at 113. We're going to change it to 100, and then the key is in E major. So what I'm going to do is when I get to my auto tune, I'm just going to go in and just make sure I have the key set to E major. So when I actually start to sing into the vocals or sing into the mic, I'm getting a clear, crisp sound. And not only that, I'm on key with the actual record. Okay, so let's go to this, and shout out to Antares. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it, but that's who I use for auto tune. So if you're looking to get a good auto tune vendor, Antares is the one. So let's go here to E major. We're going to change the input type to alto tenor. Just want to go ahead and do like a mic check, mic check, 1 2, mic check. So let's just see something right here. Slow down, girl, let me love you, darling. I care for you more than my own self. Now, did y'all hear that right there? More than my own self. Now, it says it's in the key of E major, but I also just, sometimes it just doesn't do it. And so, let's see, I'm going to do a E flat here. Darling, I care. And you see how that's off? Darling, I care. Darling, I care. Darling, let's see. Double this back. Slow down, girl, let me love you, darling. I care for you more than my own self. And darling, I share with you all goodness and well. Say, we could have just one night, or we could have one whole life if we play it cool. Yeah, we could have that one thing, or we could have everything if our hearts are true. I did hear something there, just right there. So let's get a playback on this, man. Let's get a playback on this, because that was just like a one take, a one off. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Slow down. You hear that? Girl, let me love you, darling. I care. I'm gonna mess with that auto tune. I care for you more than my own self. And darling, I share with you all goodness and well. Say, we could have just one night, or we could have one whole life if we play it cool. Yeah, we could have that one thing, or we could have everything if our hearts are true. Girl, slow down. Yeah, let me love you, darling. Slow down. Let me get to know you. Say, baby, I've been fantasizing, just looking in your eyes. You know I'm looking for more, and you would have been praying for this kind of love. Don't come around like this. I'm not one to play around like this. It's so real, and I love how it feels. Love it when we slowly sway. I love it when we think the same thing. I love the way we move, the way we move. Yeah, we can have every night, we can have every day. Oh, I want you to, I need you, darling. Now that last note was off. Everything else sounded pretty crisp, pretty clean. But let's go back and change that key right quick and see.
Yeah, let me love you, darling. I care for you more than my own self.
Yeah.
And darling, I share with you all goodness and well. Say we could have just one night, or we could have one whole life if we're playing cool.
I'm messing with the auto-tune right now, yo.
Yeah. We could have that one thing, or we could have everything if our hearts are true.
I think B minor is where we need to go.
Girl, slow
I just need to be a little cleaner on the notes.
Yeah, let me love you, darling. Slow down.
Alright, so let's redo that. We're gonna redo that one. Actually, first I'm gonna use that take, and I'm gonna back it out of that last part.
Oh, I want you to, I need you.
We'll start that I need you. That I need you needs to go.
I want you to, I need you.
That whole part, that I need you, darling. We're gonna have to do that one again.
The way we move, yeah, we can have
That part is kind of sketchy. I don't like
we can
that.
have every day. Oh, I want
But I'm
you
gonna just
to,
use this one as something to give me a bass.
we can have every.
What I'm gonna do? Let me go ahead and get that thing looped. Keep in mind, I am a singer-songwriter, right? I'm not an engineer. I'm not someone who has professional skill. I'm literally raw. I'm learning as I'm on this camera with you, as I'm talking to you. I'm just learning to know what sounds right and what I want it to sound like, but also trying to learn some of the actual specs to know how to make it sound at least like a good hard mix. Sound like a good hard mix, okay?
Darling, I care for you more than my own self. And darling, I share